This is Jameson from Cooper Fleet Services. Today is August 6th, 2021, and this is recent automotive news. The pandemic is still causing all sorts of issues for the auto industry. The latest hit came from the New York International Auto Show, being closed due to the increase in infections from the Delta variant of COVID-19. The big three in Detroit are reinstating mask mandates, as many plants have been disrupted by recent spikes in infections. Despite their inability to fulfill demands for vehicles and many of their employees in dealerships struggling to stay afloat, GM is still reporting a $2.8 billion second quarter profit. In a letter to shareholder, GM CEO Mary Barra is stating that the profit forecast before interest and tax this year is between $11.5 billion and $13.5 billion, up from their last forecast of $10 to $11 billion. In other news that doesn't make much sense to me, the Biden administration and the EPA are pushing for stricter than expected emission rules. These proposed rules would mandate a company-wide mile per gallon average of 52 miles per gallon by 2026, a 30% increase over this year's mandate at 40 miles per gallon. The administration is also calling for 50% of new vehicles sold to be EVs by 2030. I think everyone is for less pollution and better fuel economy, but I'm just a little worried that the auto manufacturers can't even produce enough inventory to meet demand now. The supply chain issues that have caused this have not been changed that I can tell, and with EVs requiring even more of the chips that are in such high demand, this looks like a recipe to disaster, but I guess only time will tell. This week, Ford announced to the dealers that over 11,000 Ford Transit orders have been canceled. In previous years, with canceled or balanced out orders, the orders would roll over to the next model year automatically, and usually were given priority build dates for the start of the new model year. In some cases, manufacturers would even price protect these orders and honor the previous year's pricing. This time, it looks like the orders were just deleted, and it does not look like any preference is going to be given to those customers or dealers who had orders canceled. Make sure, if you need vans especially, that you and your dealer are ready to order them the first day that it is available. Last week, I reported that GM will be at full production at their Flint, Silao, and Fort Wayne assembly plants. These plants make GM's full-size pickup trucks. It's 1 week later, and they are now reporting that the three plants will be shut down again due to the chip shortage, with no restart dates mentioned. GM stated, "The global semiconductor shortage remains complex and very fluid," which means to me they don't have a plan and are still completely reliant on suppliers in which they have little or no control over. This is another reminder to take all information about the auto industry right now with a grain of salt. No one really has their finger on the pulse of the industry as far as I can tell, and there's also a lot of misinformation floating around. That's been it for automotive news this week. If you like content like this, please check out our website at cooperfleetservices.com. A like and subscribe really helps us out, so if you do that, we'd really appreciate it. I hope you all had a great week and have a safe weekend. Look forward to seeing you next week. Thanks.